start with some of the big governmental kind of things. I know the oil mill's finally getting in place there, and the Cheney Mill. Tell me about those mill projects.
Yeah, the mill project. So the old Cheney Brothers cotton mill over there is being renovated by Camden Properties, and that's coming along really well. It took a long time to get it going because they specialize in those kind of sites where there may be contamination and things like that, and they get a lot of money to make the numbers crunch by taking care of the contamination. So they have to check all the boxes with DHEC, EPA, and everybody like that. So it took several years to really get it going, but it's going now wide open. So I don't think it'll be much longer. You'll see that get finished here before long.
New housing over there?
New housing over there. It's going to change the look of that area. It's going to be really nice. A lot of infrastructure improvement over there and things like that. It's just going to be a real win for everybody in that area.
It extends downtown that way, too.
Yeah, it extends downtown. And yeah, it's going to be a nice place to live, I think, and in close walking distance to downtown. I think it'll be a really, really cool place to be.
And between here and that, the oil mill's finally got knocked down and cleaned up.
Yeah, oil mill's finally got knocked down, and they cleaned up the site pretty much. You're going to see a plan coming together on that, which is what's being worked on now. Once all that's finished and the plan's there and the design's been done of what's going to be there and where, then you'll see that probably get started. But it'll take a while yet. But we're working on it, so we're all excited about that, getting that done. There'll be a small area plan on that whole little business over there, all of that. And that leads on over into another area, which is where our TIF district is. So that's an area that's a blighted area. For the most part, not all of it is. It's included in the district, but for the most part, the Village Hills area, it's a blighted area that we're improving the infrastructure over there. The roads are in bad shape, so we'll be fixing the roads. We'll be fixing the water, the sewer, all that stuff. And we're working on finalizing that plan. Council is moving forward on that, so we're excited to get going on that. We are also going to build some buildings that we're in dire need of as far as public safety. We hope to have a new fire department going in over there that'll be paid for by the TIF funds, and also probably a new police department, public works. So we're trying to improve all of those services too. We want to really make sure we stay ahead of the curve on all that, and that'll be a big thing for that. Currently there's not a lot of tax money coming in from it over there because it's all in such bad shape, and a lot of people have moved out from it. It's just a lot of vacant lots for the most part. Once the new homes and so on and get built in there, it's going to be generating a lot of tax money. In fact, it's already generating more than it was now. It hadn't really even got started good. But it's going to be a win for not only us, but the county. Anderson County will be getting more tax money out of it. So will Anderson County District 4. It's going to help fund the schools. So, before it's all over, everybody's going to win on that one.
Closer in here to downtown, the Queen Street project's pretty much done?
Queen Street project is, it's been a lot. We've got a lot done on that. Got a few more little things to do. We got some lighting to go in and some other things, but it's almost there. But we're still working on it. It's not totally complete, but it's been a lot done, and it's looking really good.
And y'all did some parking improvements downtown this year?
Yeah, parking improvements, and you mentioned the Queen Street area, the revitalization. Yeah, we got new parking over there. There's some parking spaces that got added as a result of that. And of course, we're working on parking issues here in the downtown, and we have a parking plan we're trying to get going on and execute. And we're looking at all the angles there. One big thing, part of our strategic plan, we are able to put up a lot of signage. If you ride around here, you'll see a lot of new signage identifying where the parking is. Because a lot of folks come in here and they think that all the parking's over here on Exchange Street, but that's not all the parking. We got a lot of parking around us. This just identifies where it is. Yeah, like we have a lot right across from us over here that nobody knows exists. So that's one of the things. It's identified now. And a lot of the other parking lots that we have are being identified. And we hope to have everything like that identified and the on-street parking marked out at some point and all that. So everybody knows where to park, and it's clear where you can park. And it's also, we're doing a new website. You're going to be very interactive for the public, and we'll have parking identified on it too. So it'll give you a lot of ways to figure out where you can park your car when you get here.
And council had hired a new person just for community engagement?
We did, yeah. Lindsay Watley's her name. She's doing a fantastic job, and we hired her just to help us with that, to help engage community, get the information to them about a lot of these things, and reach out to them so they know what's going on. And that's all part of the transparency we want to have here. We want everybody to know what we're doing, and we want everybody to be able to find the information they need quickly and easily.
And sort of in the expanded part of Pendleton, not on the highway, you've got some realignment of roads that's supposed to help people?
That's correct. Yes, we have Westinghouse Road is going to realign with Swaney over there. We're also going to have a crosswalk there that'll be going across 76. So to give people a way to get from one side of the highway to the other that are walking, they want to go from one side of the highway to the other. One big advantage, it'll keep a lot of people off of 76, so it'll reduce a lot of the traffic, because you could come up Westinghouse, you can go straight across, going into the shopping center over there, and never get on 76. And if you're coming up 187, you can do the same thing. You can come up 187, turn on Dalton Road, which is crossing Boscobel Road. You can come right up Dalton Road, drive right on Swaney into the shopping center, still never get on 76. So we hope it'll help some of the traffic problems by keeping as many cars as we can off of 76.
It's in the works now. Pendleton's about to have a new high school too.
Yeah, that's a great thing. We sorely need it, and I'm so happy that everybody voted to get it. We need it, and I know it's hard to swallow. It's tough people to pay the money, and I get that, but it has a lot to do with our future here, and it's something that we need. We definitely need it. So we're happy to see it coming. Looks like they're making a lot of progress on it down there too.
The events this year seem to have drawn bigger crowds than I've ever seen coming to Pendleton.
Yeah.
I guess it started in the spring with the Jubilee, a big crowd.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing more people come here than we've ever seen. And, it's just a nice place to come and visit and hang out. And, we've got some nice stores here and really unique type of merchandise here. Restaurants, it's just a good place, and this is a beautiful spot here. You can't hardly beat it. And the Chris Kendall Market here was a real success. I mean, this place, the look of it should have been on a Hallmark postcard or something. It's beautiful here. Well, the budget's looking pretty good at this point. I memean, we still have a lot of things we want to do, and we don't have the money to do them all. And that's always the way it is, I guess. But we hope to be able to do more things. We've allocated some money in this last budget here to help the PRA. We're trying to work with them and help them and get that going. We're trying to improve things with that. And then we've added on more police officers, so we're trying to expand our police department. We want to get eventually where we're, fully staffed there, so we can go 24/7 all the time. And that's a big thing with us. And like I say, we want to keep moving. We've got a lot of things on our wish list and a lot of good ideas. Traffic. We want to look at, study the traffic issues more and more to see, we have a lot of big trucks come through. We want to work toward, making that easier for them and us, try to make that make more sense.
Hurricane Helene caused a lot of problems here and other places. One of the other mayors was bragging on Pendleton helping other towns in West Pelsley yesterday. That was a tough thing for everybody to have to deal with here, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we try to help everybody we can. I think we have a good relationship with the other towns. We're part of the Anderson County Municipal Association. We try to work with other towns, and they help us too. And I think that's a good thing. We got great cooperation out of all the other towns, Williamston, Belton, all of the Anderson, Ivy Star, you name it. They're all good to come in here in Honey Path. We try to work together, all of us.
Cleanup pretty much from the storm done here?
It's getting there. We made a lot of progress. Of course, a lot of that's being done by FEMA. We're doing a little bit of it here. Most of it's being done by FEMA, and we really don't have any control over how they do it. But they're not charging us to do it, so we're working with them, and we appreciate the fact that it's being done. But we still have more of it to get out of here. Still, we still got some to do. But it's come a good long way. So I think we're doing pretty good with it.
Do you feel like most of the things that you and council had identified y'all wanted to get done by this time of the year have gotten done so far?
Yeah, I think we've made some really good progress. There's a lot of things that are always out of your control, especially when it comes to construction projects, getting crews mobilized, things like that. You're kind of at their mercy when things like that happen, and getting permits for things. We ran into a lot of issues, like that with the road realignment, having to wait on permits and things and wait on stuff. But that's just part of the game. I mean, you can't help that.
How about first quarter of 2025? Hard to believe we're almost there. Anything y'all got identified y'all want to see done in the first 3 months? Or?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things we'd like to see done, but again, all we can do is, work at it as hard as possible. Hope we can pull it off. I think you'll see a lot of things done the first 3 months because we're ready to move and get things done. So I think you'll see a lot of work getting done before long on the TIF, and hopefully we get going on this plan, get this plan finalized for the oil mill. We're still working on our UDO, the Unified Development Ordinance. That's another big goal we got. We want to get finished with that. And that's a lot of that is about just staying ahead of the game and the growth that's coming. We want to set the rules as to how we want this to be done in Pendleton. And it helps the developers too, because, that way they know what our standard is. And we want to go ahead and set that standard because, as I mentioned, a lot of times, Pendleton's a really unique place, especially when it comes to the downtown. We don't mind having good growth and good development, but we don't want someone coming in here and just willy-nilly doing whatever they want to. We've got to maintain our historical character and the uniqueness of the downtown, because that's what makes Pendleton Pendleton.